Right, can you all just excuse the lockdown haircut? It's getting worse and worse every single week. It's so bad. Anyway, morning fellas, welcome back to another Villa on Tour video. Today, Leicester City at home at Villa Park. Yeah, it's just going to be a really tough game. I've watched quite a bit of Leicester this year and they've been a really, really impressive side. You know, I think they're third in the league at the moment. They're absolutely flying. They're probably going to get Champions League football. They probably should have done last year, but they just missed out. They've got some unreal talent. Jamie Vardy, we all know what he's about. Maddison's had a great season. Harvey Barnes has had a great season. Yeah, they're quite good. They did play in the week though at Sparta Prague in the Europa League on Thursday, and that was only, 3 days ago? So there might be an element of fatigue there, hopefully, for them. And obviously Villa have had sort of 8 days to rest since the Brighton game, which seems like absolutely ages ago, and that was horrific. So hopefully there'll be a reaction. I feel like I say, there should be a reaction from Villa like every single time, because we're so inconsistent. Win, lose, win, lose, win, lose, draw. And it was just so bad last week. Hopefully, we're going to have to be better this week. There's no doubt about that. I watched Leicester against Liverpool last week, and they weren't actually too good. Like, they were really poor. They were getting dominated by Liverpool the whole game, but they still won 3-1. So that just outlines the quality that they've got, and we really will have to be on the top of our game today to get anything out of the game. But quickly, massive shout out to Luke1977. Use the code MAX20 to get 20% off almost anything at Luke. Link in the description for that. Also, massive shout out to OneFootball. You all should know by now, OneFootball is the best footballing app out there. If you're watching this, you're probably a football fan, and if you haven't already downloaded OneFootball, what are you doing? Because honestly, I use the app myself. It's absolutely brilliant. It's got all you need. If you're a Villa fan, if you're a Leicester fan, whoever you support, OneFootball will have news tailored to your team. Fixtures, goal alerts, news, Premier League news, transfers, whatever you want, OneFootball has got you covered. It's just such a fantastic app. It's really easy to use. And use the top link in the description to download that. It's free on absolutely everything. But without further ado, Leicester City at home. I'm massively nervous. I haven't even talked about the whole Jack Grealish injury. Is he injured? Is he not injured? I don't even know. So that'll be interesting come 1:05 to see the meltdown on Twitter when Jack Grealish doesn't start. But we'll see on that one. Already been confirmed all over Twitter that there's no Jack Grealish. So happy days. Time for actual team news. There's still got to be a bit of positivity. It's time to show that we're not a one-man team and all of that sort of rubbish. But, you know, you've got to have confidence in the rest of the players. If this was last season, I'd be panicking. But we've got better players now. So let's see. Martinez, Elmo, Consuming's target. Louise, McGinn, Traore, Barkley, El Ghazi, Watkins. Okay. So Traore on the right, El Ghazi on the left. McGinn, Louise in the midfield. Yeah. Okay, it's standard. Kessler on the bench and Chukwuemeka. I definitely butchered that. Sanson on the bench again. That's very, very different to what we're used to. A couple of youngsters on the bench. Massively changed first team as well. Ooh, this will be a good one. Nah, but look, I'll give my score prediction. I'm going to go 1-1. 2-1 Leicester. 2-1 Leicester. I haven't seen their team, but they've got injuries as well. I know James Justin's out. Fofana as well. So we'll see. Hello. How are we feeling now?
I'm alright. I've accepted that he was going to be injured anyway, and so I'm alright. I think it's more of a team game. I know he's a big miss, but I'm alright with it.
It's different, isn't it, the team news? There's a few youngsters on the bench as well, but what do you make of it?
I like that. I like the fact that he's got Chukwuemeka, whatever his name is, on the bench.
Yeah.
Because they've been playing well in the under 23, so yeah, I like it. I think it was alright. I don't think we'll lose, you know. I think
okay, what's the score going to be then?
I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah, I've said that, but I've gone 2-1 Leicester as well. They've got injuries as well. You look at Fofana and James Justin as well. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's going to be tough, though. It's going to be tough. Right, we are underway. Leicester at home. It's going to be a hard game. No Jack Grealish. That's all everyone's talking about. But we'll see. 15 minutes in, is not a fat lot's happened with Villa. We haven't really got started. It's been all Leicester really. They've had a couple of chances. Like Villa can't really pass the ball. We haven't really woken up yet. Nothing going forward. It's been a slow start. God's sake, man. It all comes from Jamie Vardy. He wins the header against Konsa and Mings. I don't know how he's done that. Barnes too much space. It's already happened a couple of times in this game already. They get too much space around the edge of our box. You got to give it though to Maddison. It's a cracking finish. Right into the corner. Martinez not a big chance of getting that. It's a great goal. Maddison's got far too much space. It hits the post as well. It's a great finish. It's just far too easy. Just as we were growing into the game as well. Just gone like that. 1-0. Far too much space on the edge of the box again. Martinez just catches anything. He's made another good save there. It's all Leicester. We haven't really woken up. It's like we're lost. Lost without our star man, it's really obvious. 22 minutes in, our defending is not great. That's an unreal save by Martinez. God's sake, far too much space again, man. Oh my God. What the hell, man? They just get far too much space on the edge of our box every single time. That's just shocking, that is. It's like Grealish is the dad of the group and he's just left all his kids to fend for themselves. That's shocking, that is. It's just a throw in for Leicester on the right-hand side. One throw and they're like on the edge of our box. People aren't closing down. We look half asleep. It's a save by Martinez initially. And Barnes just smashes it in because no one's awake to follow him or anything like that. He's just 2-0, shocking. That looks like it's game over. We haven't woken up. We just haven't turned up. Oh my God, again. Harvey Barnes is running the show. Absolutely running the show. 26 minutes in, he gets the ball and he just drives. And it strikes the fear of God into El Mohammadi. You can tell he's rusty. It's like his second start of the season. Barnes is just causing all the problems. Maddison around the edge of the box. Again, another chance for Leicester. 35 minutes in, we've woken up a little bit. I think we've stopped the sort of full-on press from Leicester. They're all over us for the first sort of 25 minutes, and we've sort of nullified that a little bit. Whether it's them taking their foot off the gas because they're 2-0 up, I don't know. But, you know, having a decent spell here, if we can nick one before half-time, it'll make a competition of it second half. Half-time, 2-0. Not a great half. 2-0 then at half-time. Really, really not good. I think the commentators just before half-time said that in expected goals in recent games, I think we're bottom of the league. So we just haven't looked like scoring recently. And without Jack, you can just tell that the creativity isn't there. I think we're trying a little bit hard. I think, you know, in the final sort of 5-10 minutes of that first half, we looked a little bit better. A few opportunities, but Kasper Schmeichel's had to do absolutely nothing. Yeah, Leicester have looked really good. Going forward, they look great. Harvey Barnes is playing brilliantly up against Elmo. It's a real mismatch, I've got to say. It's really, really not good. Maddison's having a great game as well. Vardy's had pretty much nothing going on, but Leicester is still 2-0 up. The goals, I think the second one is a little bit avoidable. It just comes straight from a throw-in. Martinez will be disappointed, and Barnes reacts faster than anyone else. So it's really, really not great at the moment. Like I said, it is a sticky patch for us at the moment. I don't really see us getting back into this game at all. I think, look, if we can score within the first 5-10 minutes, maybe, but if Leicester score again, it's game, set and match. So we'll see. Not great at the moment, not positive at all, but we shall see in this second half. Come on, the Villa. Second half's underway, 2-0. If they score the next goal, it becomes damage limitation. But if we score, you never know. But it's just, we'll see. Oh, yes! Yes! Get in! What a goal that is. That comes from Matt Targett, that does. Schmeichel's kicking off. Watkins is kicking off. Burt can't get off the floor, bless him. But he's scored. That makes it 2-1. I don't know what Schmeichel's doing. I don't know what his problem is. I hope it stands. He's kicking off about something. I think it's the way Troyo went in. But who cares? It's 2-1. It's unreal work from Matt Targett again. It's a brilliant ball in. It's a looper. But it lands at McGinn. I think he kind of just accidentally swipes it. And Traore gets there and he finishes it really, really well. That's really, really good work from Matt Targett, that is. I think McGinn might even miss it. I don't know why Schmeichel's kicking off. Traore's got every right to go in for that. He's brave, he scores. Had a quiet first half, but makes up for it with the goal there. 2-1. Early in the second half. It's what we needed. Just at the hour mark. We haven't really built on the goal that we scored to make it 2-1 in the end. So it's encouraging. We have looked a little bit better in this second half, but Leicester still look dangerous. They can always pop one in, you know what they're like. They're still playing with a lot of fluidity and they look good going forward. So it's worrying, but we look better at least. 71 minutes in. It's annoying because we scored the goal to get us back into it, and then since then we just haven't tested Schmeichel in the Leicester goal. I think that was our only shot on target, the goal in the end. It's just annoying. Like going forward, we don't look at it at all. Barkley looks like a passenger today. He's done absolutely nothing again, which is so frustrating. You'd think with Grealish being out, he'd take the reins and actually take a bit of responsibility. And he would have known in the last few games that he's not been up to standard. And today, again, he's just looks slow, looks not at it. And you can't even blame the injury anymore because he's been back for a month at least. So it's just annoying at this point. But still, 18 minutes to go? We shall see. 10 minutes left. We are looking a little bit better. Sanson comes on for another 10-minute run out. Louise goes off. Approaching the 90th minute, not a lot has happened in the last sort of 10 minutes or so. Leicester are happy to sort of sit back and hit us on the counter. It's all down to Villa now, chasing that equaliser. 5 added minutes. We love a late goal against Leicester. Shoots! Mings! Oh, that's not who you want it to fall to, man. Elmo special! Oh... Mings, that's possibly the last chance of the game. We're trying to put the ball in the box, but it just didn't happen. Goal kick Leicester, that's probably the last action. Yeah, that's full time. Annoying in the end, but the first half just let us down completely. 2-1. I'm not going to come on here and say, oh, look at the positives, whatever we got back into it, because at the end of the day, right, like I said, the first half and the fact that it was such a horrific, just awful, abject performance in the first half completely let us down, because, you know, we worked hard to get that early goal in the second half, and like I said a few times, we didn't really test Schmeichel after that, and we didn't, you know, fully take the game by the scruff of the neck and actually go for that second fully. But last 5 minutes we looked a little bit better. It was desperation more than anything, just chucking the ball into the box. And yeah, it just wasn't good enough today going forward, defensively as well. Normally, you know, like against Brighton, going forward we weren't there, but defensively we were good. Today, defensively, I don't think we were. I think Matty Cash being out was a massive part of that. El Mohammadi really struggled today. You got to give it to Harvey Barnes. He was man of the match for a reason. He was fantastic. But yeah, defensively, unlike Villa this season, wasn't great at all. But as poor as Villa were, you got to give credit to Leicester. They were brilliant. You can see why they'll get Champions League this year. I've got no doubt about that. Maddison, Barnes, Thielemann, they've just got quality all over the side. So fair play to them. They're having a great season. But for Villa, where do we go from here? I don't know. Leeds next week is just not the game you really want, is it? A high intensity game away at Ellen Road. Yeah, it's going to be really tough. Jack Grealish, no idea if he'll be back. They kept on saying leg injury, whatever that means, I don't know. I've heard it's his shin, but we'll wait and see what Dino says on that one. But annoying to lose today, but hopefully we can put it right next week. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please do leave a like. It really does help me out. It does mean a lot as well. We are very close to 40,000 subscribers as well, so please do subscribe. It means a lot as well. Without further ado, I'll see you next week against Leeds and up the Villa.